Panda and the Secret of Bamboo Valley in a Hidden Valley. Nestled between misty mountains and ancient forests, lived a young panda named Bo. Bo was no ordinary panda. While others in the valley were content to nap in the sun and nibble on bamboo, Bo asked questions, big ones. Why is the sky blue? What lies beyond the mountains? And most of all, what happened to my father? Bao lived with his mother in a cozy hut made of woven leaves and hollowed logs. His father had vanished years ago on a journey he had called the Path to Truth. No one ever explained what that meant. It was something villagers avoided, as though the words themselves were cursed. All except for Uncle Shen, though. Even he had left and never returned. One foggy morning, just as the sunlight began to peek between the bamboo stalks, a black crow landed on the windowsill of Bo's home. In its claws was an envelope made of paper so thin and delicate it looked like it might disappear in the breeze. It was sealed with a paw print in red wax, for Bao cawed the crow. Then it flew off without another word. Bo's paws trembled as he opened the letter. In flowing brushstrokes, he read, "Dear Bo, if you're reading this, then you are old enough to understand. The secret of our family is hidden at the triple bamboo. Seek it, follow the path, you are ready." Shenbo's heart pounded in his chest. After all these years, a clue, not just to his uncle, but maybe to his father too. Triple bamboo. That was no ordinary place. Legend spoke of it in whispers, a sacred spot buried deep within the forgotten forest, far beyond the valley where no panda dared venture. He packed his bag with bamboo biscuits, dried mango, a wooden compass that once belonged to his mother, and his father's old scarf. As he slung it over his shoulder, a familiar voice piped up from the doorway. "What are you doing so early?" It was Maha's best friend, a red panda with eyes that sparkled like mischief and a tail fluffier than a cloud. Bo hesitated. "My uncle sent a message. I think it's time I found out what really happened to my family. I'm going to the triple bamboo." May blinked, then grinned. "Then I'm coming too. You are, of course. You'd never make it without me." Bo laughed. She was probably right. Their journey began with birdsong and soft winds. They traveled through bamboo groves and across gentle hills. The compass pointed west, always west, toward the land where the sun faded first. Days passed with laughter and quiet. Nights were spent under stars, warmed by campfires and old stories made told with theatrical flair. But things changed when they reached the forgotten forest. Here, the trees grew thick and close, branches woven like fingers across the sky. Light barely touched the ground. Even the birds had stopped singing. It was as if the forest were holding its breath. Suddenly, out of the shadows, a creature emerged. Towering and translucent, it looked like a dragon made of glass and light. Its body shimmered with reflections, Bo, and May could see their own faces. Their fears, their memories dancing across its scales. "You may only pass," the dragon said, voice like wind and thunder, "if you dare to see yourself as you truly are." Between them appeared a floating mirror, made not of glass, but rippling water and golden light. Bao stepped forward and looked into it. At first he saw only his reflection, round face, slightly clumsy posture, but then the image shifted. He saw the parts of himself he tried to hide, the fear of not being enough, the pain of his father's absence, the doubt that followed him like a shadow. But he also saw his courage, his kindness, the way he stood up for May when she was mocked by the older red pandas, the quiet strength he didn't know he had. "That's me," he said softly. "All of it." The dragon bowed and vanished in a swirl of mist. May clapped him on the back. "Impressive. I always knew you were brave. Now let's find that bamboo." The path led higher into the mountains. Eventually, they arrived at a rickety rope bridge strung across a deep gorge. The wind howled through the chasm like a warning. Bao stepped onto the first plank, and as he did, a strange sensation washed over him. Voices, echoes from the past. His mother, singing to him as a cub. His father whispering stories beneath the stars. Uncle Shen's laugh echoing through memory. Each step on the bridge brought a new memory, both joyful and painful. At the center of the bridge, Bao froze. One voice cut through the rest. "One day, Bao, you'll be the keeper of our truth." This was his father. Clear, steady. A tear rolled down Bao's cheek. He nodded, then took another step, and another. When he reached the other side, May was waiting with her arms crossed and a proud smirk. "Thought you might need a hug," she said, and she gave him one anyway. They descended into a lush valley hidden between jagged cliffs. It was unlike anything they had seen before. A bamboo, brighter flowers, and a silence that felt sacred. At the very center stood the triple bamboo. 3 immense stalks of bamboo intertwined as if grown from a single root. Between them glowed a faint blue flame, flickering though there was no wind. Carved into the base was a symbol circle, broken at the top. Bao stepped forward and touched the flame. It didn't burn. Instead, it poured light into his chest, and suddenly he remembered. He remembered being a small cub hidden beneath a blanket while voices whispered outside. Storm, fear, a decision made in haste. His father had left not for adventure, but for protection. To guard a secret that could destroy everything? Bo saw Shen leaving too, carrying a scroll wrapped in dragonhide. He saw the valley under threat from animals who sought power, not peace. And then the vision faded, the flame dimmed. But something had changed. Bo turned to May. "I know now, our family.
Oh.
We've been guardians. Not just of bamboo or stories, but of balance. My father gave up everything to keep others safe, and now it's your turn," May finished. Bo nodded. "Not alone, though. Never," she said. From the center of the bamboo, a drawer slid open. Inside was a scroll and a small stone amulet shaped like a broken circle, the same symbol carved at the base. Bo took it. He didn't fully understand what the future held, but he knew who he was now, and that was enough. They left the valley together, their shadows long behind them, and the sun rising over the path.